I can only do 90 days within any 180 days. Travel with a mate, you never really have to dig too deep. You can always transfer any feelings of angst or boredom or loneliness. We can share it. You can, spread the despair. Because despair is part of adventure. It just is. It's asking difficult questions. What do I want to do with my day? Where do I want to go? What do I want to do with my life? I found a little cafe on the top of a mountainside on the way to Thessalonica, which is on the way to Bulgaria and Romania, and they said I can camp beside the cafe, and I'm going to eat, and it's really nice. I'm really pleased. This is lovely. It's so Greek. And we found this little doggy. Hello, little doggy. You are rather pretty, aren't you? You're lovely. Let's have a little looky. Look, you're playing. Yes, you are. Goodness me. Hello. Yes, that's it. Now, the Greeks love their coffee, and I found a lovely little coffee shop. Yeah, you love your coffee, the Greek people, don't you?
Without coffee, you don't do nothing.
I know you love you're a real Bulgarian fan, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I am more Bulgarian than Belgium.
In Belgium, yeah. Of course, just speaking spontaneously, the problem isn't the people or the languages or the countries. They're all pretty cool, actually, to be honest. It's just that, it's a typical Nick plan. When I'm trying to do too many miles in too short amount of time, but the time is actually governed by this Brexit Schengen deal. Well, I can only do 90 days within any 180 days. So it's just not enough time to do what I really want to do. So I suppose we have to adapt to it, really, and have a few little objectives, newer objectives. So now it is probably sort of the journey to Nordkap, because we've got to get to Nordkap. We've got to finish off the journey as I intended it to be.
The greatest country in the world. So it's a beautiful country with the beautiful mountain, with the sea, everything. And the people are the best.
What is this?
Mikiti, Bulgarian. Mikiti.
Yeah, okay. And what is it? Is it bread?
Bread.
It's kind of bread.
Bread.
So it's mikitsi.
Mikiti. It's breakfast.
It's breakfast. And that's why it's good for me to meet people like that, just to give me an ordinary appraisal of the country where they live. They know it 10 times, a million times better than I can possibly know it. And I'm guilty as anybody of coming into a country and making a sort of a snap judgment. Do I like this place or not? Based on what? When I travel, I always have a little plan that I try and leave a country basically in a very favourable way. I always look for some sort of aspect of positiveness, a nice people to talk to who's friendly, and I go away thinking that that whole country is friendly because the last person I met was friendly and kind to me, and that's how it should be. I need to learn a bit more about that and be less judgmental. Maybe we all ought to be.
Bulgarians are more than welcome to see new people come to the country because we like to see more positivities and people exploring our culture, and we will be more than happy to see new people coming here.
And I always find, Alan, that people or countries, they don't want to be isolated. They want to be joined up. They want to be part of the whole world.
I think everybody wants that.
Crossing the river Danube, the widest, longest, most ferocious river in the whole of Europe. There we go, and we're just gonna park up here and I'm going to show you something. This is very special for me. It's something that happened, I don't know, 30 or 40 years ago. And that's it. And anyway, let's get my little camera out, because as you know, I'm filming everything myself. There's nobody here, no film crew, nothing. Right, so here we go. Right, let's climb up here. Oh, dear me. Right, that's it. Wow. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the River Danube. The biggest, most ferocious river in the whole of Europe. The longest river as well. And I sailed the full length of this from Germany down to the Black Sea in 1992, 1993. The only person to have done it. It doesn't look the fastest and most ferocious river in Europe right now. It's very sedate. But I tell you, when you're in the middle of the river, and this is by no means the widest part of the river, by the time you get from the middle, where you've got the fastest flow, to get to the edge, the weather has turned from sedate and calm and blue skies to thundery, violent gale. So this, since 1898, is actually a very famous coffee house in Budapest, opposite the Opera House. And so all the famous opera people of the time, and the writers, and the artists in residence as opera singers and so forth, would come in here for their coffee and to meet and to socialise, to network, and to hang out basically after they'd had their performance wherever they were performing, obviously the Opera House and other places. So yeah, really cool place to hang out. Hello. There we are. That's it. Well, it's fresh. This is Martin. Right, Martin here. Hello, Martin. There we are. And you're going to give me a hot coffee.
Yes.
You
hot
sugar
coffee,
and
sugar
milk and look after me.
milk.
Marvellous. Thank you ever so much. Well done, you. Thank you so much. Great. What are you going to do with the bike?
So we will change your front tire and the brake pads on the front. Right?
Do the brake pads need looking at?
I don't know. Sprawdziliście hamulce z przodu, czy wymagają wymiany? They don't check it yet.
No, but
we are ready to do that.
Oh, that's fantastic. Great. Anything else? No?
No. Do you need any?
No. I mean, the bike has done what? So far, it's done 17,000 kilometres.
Exactly.
We haven't needed to look at it.
We will check everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know that we have to change something because everything is fine.
It's extraordinary, isn't it? When you think about
Exactly,
it, 17,000 kilometres and needing...
Royal Enfield is one of the most reliable,
yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
brand probably in the world.
Yeah.
Because I ride a lot of Himalayan 450 and I ride on the 411 and I never have a problem with this bike. And I use it on the gravel road and the off-road almost in 80%. So for me, it's a really surprise. That is something like Yamaha. We speak about Yamaha, that this high level of
reliability, absolutely.
reliability, exactly.
But it didn't used to be like that. Do you remember in the old days, many years ago?
But times change, yes. After 2016, everything was changed. And now these new models are really, really, really well done.
It's extraordinary because 25, 30 years ago, I went around the world on the Bullet, Fiat 500. It broke down every 3 days. and people's attitudes to Royal Enfield is slowly beginning to change.
Yes.
It's extraordinary. I mean, remember like the Skoda car? You would never buy a Skoda.
Exactly. I remember the Skoda car.
And now?
Different brand, yes.
Yeah, totally good car, very
different
good.
quality, without any problem with the engine and other things. Yeah. So that's true. And probably this is the same case like with Royal Enfield, yes? We don't have a problem with this bike. Year by year, we are organizing something what we call a BP tour with the BP tank station event. We round around the Poland, and each rider can take a ride on motorbikes of the Royal Enfield, and we don't have problem after lots of events with these demo bikes too. So it's been this really hard motorcycles to break. Yes.
Well, I can't break it. It almost seems indestructible.
Yes.
I honestly, really, generally speaking, I'm absolutely surprised and pleased. It's been a great bike. Yeah, fabulous.
But to be honest, we have simply nice 650 twin, yes, which is even easy to fix. Even if something happens, you can do it, fix it everywhere. And every mechanic can work with this bike. So this is important for us too, that we don't have problem with service this bike. And if you are on the long travel, like you, and you choose the Bear or the Himalayan, you always find someone, even if something happened going wrong, you always find someone who help you with this bike.
where is the worst of it?
Okay. Here we were going there.
Yeah.
These countries.
And is that tonight?
I will check. The rain. Exactly. Okay.
So what are you thinking? What do you think?
If you have a proper gear,
Yeah.
rain is not a problem.
No, so it's going so it's going to be wet, right?
It's gonna be wet.
Well, I've just spotted a cafe here from where I was riding, and yeah, it's where you charge your car, and whilst you're waiting for your car to charge, you have a cup of coffee. It sounds a very good idea to me. It looks rather posh and rather sophisticated, so I think this is where I'm going to have a little bit of cafe culture myself. It's raining, and I'm on the way to Riga. So I think I'll have a cup of coffee now and take my helmet off. Nice. There is something to be said about slowing down, almost like waiting for the party to come to you. And I came to this lovely cafe really to enjoy some cafe culture, coffee shop conversation, if you like, just like the old coffee shops in the old days, or the tea houses where people came along to chat and to talk, to converse about the arts, about society, about whatever. And that happens now in a slightly more modern framework, obviously. I mean, here it's super posh. So Jurgis, you've now got another fun fact. Go and tell me a fun fact about Lithuania.
Yeah, this fact should be mentioned definitely. So a fun fact about Lithuania is that we have such a world happiness index all around the world, which evaluates the country by the feeling of happiness of their residents. And the fun fact about Lithuania is that Lithuanians under 30, they're the happiest in the world.
Well, at least I've got the old town to myself, sort of. There's no cars, that's a bonus.